Chicago, buckle up, because what's coming is going to blow your mind. While everyone else was looking the other way, pass rushers like a straight-up veteran. But now there are folks out here trying to blow up our offense by trading away our top playmaker. Just when the chemistry with Caleb is finally clicking. $35 million in dead cap. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe and stick around till the end, because this is just getting started. First story. Left tackle was a disaster waiting to happen. But that left side, still a big all question mark. And be honest, how many of y'all really thought we'd fix that this season? Most people figure we'd have to wait for the next draft or free agency to find our left tackle of the future. Ozzy Trapelo. This kid, a second-round pick, started competing for the job during OTAs and training camp. But then something happened. Coaches felt like Trapelo hit that invisible rookie wall every first-year player runs into. So they started the season with Braxton Jones at left tackle. Logical move, right? Give the rookie time to adjust. By week 4, Jones got replaced by Theo Benedette, who brought some much-needed athleticism to the run game after the bye. Things were looking solid until Benedette tweaked his quad and was a last-minute scratch in week 12. And let me tell you, he didn't just walk through that door. He blew IT off the hinges. Ben Johnson said something Monday that stuck with me. He said, he just settled into the pro game. He's not a rookie anymore. He's one of the guys in that locker room. And when your head coach talks like that about a rookie halfway through the season, that means the kid's got something special. But here's the wild part. And the Defensive Player of the Year frontrunner, Myles Garrett. Let me say that again. A rookie left tackle, stepping in midseason, going up against the league's best pass rushers. And guess what? 8 against those monsters. Did anyone expect those numbers from a rookie who wasn't even starting to begin the year? I'm telling you, those are solid numbers for a veteran All-Pro. For a rookie, that's insane. And the best part, Johnson doesn't think this is a fluke. He said, I know he knows he belongs here and that he's going to contribute and play at high level in this league for a long time. Not just this season. Darnell Wright at right tackle is a no-brainer for an extension after this year. And now we've got Trapelo on the left side with Theo Benedette as a high-quality backup. That means all 5 starters on the offensive line are locked in for the next 2 years after 2025. 2 years of continuity, 2 years of chemistry. Do y'all realize how rare that is in today's NFL? All because Ryan Poles had the vision to draft. Johnson also gave props to the coaching staff, especially Dan Rouchar and Kyle Devin. And he's right. But at the end of the day, the biggest credit goes to Trapelo himself. Johnson nailed it. You got to give Ozzy a ton of credit for where he's at now. He's grown so much over the course of the season. And that's what's most exciting. It's not just that Trapelo's playing well now. He's getting better every week. He's growing. He's developing. And if this is what he looks like without a full offseason to prep as the starter, just imagine what he's going to do next year with a whole preseason focus on being the left tackle for the Chicago Bears. Look, I know a lot of y'all were worried about that position at the start of the year. I was too. But now, there are rumors floating around about possibly trading DJ Moore this offseason. And let me be crystal clear. Look, I get the frustration. 567 yards in 14 games for a guy making $25 million a year? That's way below expectations. It's a real issue. But the solution isn't shipping him out. The solution is using him right. And you know what? Caleb Williams finally got the memo on Sunday. Moore had his best game of the season, 5 catches, 69 yards, and TWO touchdowns. One of those scores was one of the most improbable plays you'll see all year. That connection between Williams and Moore? Pure magic. Now let's be real for a second. Is Moore the perfect fit for Ben Johnson's offense? Probably not. The idea that he'd just slide into the Amen-Ra St. Brown role from Detroit was overhyped at best and flat out wrong at worst. Moore's never been a precision route runner like St. Brown, and that's clearly something Johnson values big time. And this is a big, but Moore is a playmaker. Johnson knows it. That's why he's been trying to get the ball in his hands any way he can. But just because it's not working yet doesn't mean you throw the whole thing away, especially when the formula worked just fine with a less efficient quarterback under center. I don't think we should give up. What they need is more reps, more time, more work together. And Sunday gave us a glimpse of what that could look like when they're in sync. The contract, that was a mutual breakup. This ain't that. Theoretically, Moore could be traded in 2027 when his dead cap drops to $8 million. But that's a conversation for another day, a far-off day. Moore's going to be a Chicago Bear in 2026, and any talk of trading him is a complete waste of time. And here's another thing nobody's talking about. What would we even get in return? He's on pace for his worst season, and he's set to make $28.5 million per year through 2029. Even with his talent, front offices aren't lining up to give up premium draft picks for that contract. Best case scenario? Maybe a third-round pick. And let me ask you, do you think Chicago's finding a player of Moore's caliber in the third round? With Ryan Pohl's third-round track record, I seriously doubt it. I get it when a player's not living up to their contract. The knee-jerk reaction is to make a change. But sometimes the answer isn't to change the player. Sometimes the answer is to change how you use the player. And that's exactly what we need to do with DJ Moore. We need to find ways to maximize his skill set. We need to give Williams and Moore more time to build that chemistry we saw flashes of on Sunday. We need to be patient, because I'm telling you, once Moore and Williams finally click consistently, this offense is going to be unstoppable, and all these trade rumors are going to look as ridiculous as they really are. Third story. Since coming back, the Bears have been smart about easing him in. On Sunday against the Browns, Johnson played just 23 defensive snaps, his lowest since returning. T.J. Edwards said it best. I had no idea what happened. I was just jogging off, and suddenly he had the ball and was walking toward the camera. That's classic Jaylen Johnson. Classic Jaylen Johnson. Those 4 words say it all. He's that guy who makes plays when it matters most. A momentum shifter. A straight-up elite player. And get this after the game. Johnson said he saw Sanders and Jeudy talking before the snap and knew the ball was coming his way. That's next-level football IQ. That's experience. That's a guy who sees the game in slow motion. Those were the only 2 times Sanders tested Johnson all game, and he played 14 coverage snaps. Even the 47-yard catch by Isaiah Bond wasn't really on Johnson, and he still managed to chase him down. But here's what's got me hyped. Johnson is heating up at the perfect time. We've got 3 games left: Packers, Niners, and Lions. If we're going to make real noise in the playoffs, and Johnson can be that dude if he's fully unleashed. He's working his tail off to get there. And I think Sunday was just a taste of what he can bring. He's only going to get better with more reps in the coming weeks. Now, let's talk about Tremaine Edmunds. The Bears designated him to return from IR on Monday. He's been out with a groin injury, but now that he's missed the minimum 4 games, it's a great sign that he suited up for practice right away. Ben Johnson recently said he's optimistic Edmunds will play again this season, and Monday's news backs that up, missing just 2 games before this season. Now, after a solid stretch on the sidelines, he's looking to jump back in and be a difference maker for a defense that's been patching holes all year. Getting Edmunds back could be a huge boost down the stretch. The 27-year-old has racked up 89 tackles, 4 picks, 9 pass breakups, and 1 interception so far in 2025. I'm telling you, it'd be massive. Chicago still has 3 IR activations left for the regular season. Bringing Edmunds back this week would use one of them. This defense has been battling injuries all year. We've had to adjust. We've had to adapt. But now, just when it matters most, we're getting 2 of our biggest pieces back. And I think the timing couldn't be better. We've got the Packers on Saturday in a game that could basically seal the division. Then we've got the Niners and Lions. These are huge games. Do you think we finally solved the left tackle problem that's haunted us for years? And what about DJ Moore? Do you agree with me that trading him would be straight-up madness? Or do you think it's time to move on? Do you believe this defense is ready to carry the Bears on a deep playoff run? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. This is OUR community. This is OUR family. and we're going to ride every moment of this historic Chicago Bears season together. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now, because here at Bear Truth, we don't miss a single thing about our team. Deep analysis, unfiltered takes, and the kind of passion only a real Chicago fan can bring. Share it with every Bears fan you know, because we need the whole city of Chicago ready for what's coming. The Bears are 10-4. We're leading the division. We've got the Packers at home on Saturday,